friends. This morning, we finished watching Catching Fire. If you have not seen that video, you should go ahead and watch it because we're actually on the third book today. Finished watching that, and then I went on to watch Devil Wears Prada 1 and Devil Wears Prada 2. So I've consumed 3 movies today. That's kind of besides the point because what really matters, I love this face track thing. You see how it comes with me? Ooh, so fun. What really matters is that we're on to the third book in the series. If you watched my last 2 videos for the first and second book of the series, you would know my hopes for this third book. If you have not, first go watch those. But if you have, let me just reiterate so you remember. I need Peeta and Katniss to fall in love for real. Honestly, the uprisings, great. We kind of need this energy because the capital needs to be overthrown because they're being put in these stupid ass positions, unfair positions, where everybody gets to suffer and the only people that prosper are the ones in the capital. This is not fair. Privilege should be shared. I digress. So yeah, I agree with everything that's going on. There should be uprisings. We should overthrow the capital. But what's not being shown enough is Peeta and Katniss' love story growing, okay? Because it's like such a funny trope, like we're moving between tropes. We were friends to fake lovers and now fake lovers to hopefully real lovers. Like I need that. And I need the last lines of this book to be them like married or something, like actually married. And like I need like a future, like jump to the future and them like married and having kids and like I need them in love. Like that's just what I need. Anyway, we now know from the second book that Katniss is the Mockingjay. She is indeed the symbol of the rebellion. So let's get started with this book. It is May 9th, so let's finish this. So I'm currently on page 64, and somebody asked me in my first video, like they commented, saying that they want more reactions of like me reading as opposed to me providing updates on what they kind of already know about the series. So I'm going to try and do that. I'm going to try and record myself reading more and give you like real-time reaction as opposed to me just constantly updating you guys with how I'm feeling. So let's begin. It is 9:45, so I will be reading for quite a while before I sleep. Gale is really giving me like he's going to not only rebel against the capital, but he's gonna rebel against Katniss. Like for some reason they're arguing here. I don't understand. Like he's getting mad at Katniss for giving Peeta immunity, but like what else is she supposed to do? Like she doesn't want to see him dead. Like I don't understand why he's getting so mad at her. It might be because he's like, choose me, like I love you, but like genuinely like stop. Like you're only pushing her away. Oh my gosh. I want you to rethink it and come up with the right opinion. Right. Completely I'm siding with Katniss. Like these are people that Peeta she fought with in the game. I don't know, I feel like Gale's he's just being envious and it's ugly. Hi friends! So it is a few days out since I recorded the intro. I'm about 34 pages into the book. I'm going to give you an update and tell you what I think about it thus far. But before that, I'm just going to say that the first video of the series, like the video of me reading the first book, is actually gaining some traction. There are some people that have commented on the video saying that they wish that they could read the books for the first time and experience those feelings for the first time. Somebody else said that they're gonna be waiting for the second video to come out, which I'm currently in the middle of editing. It will obviously be out by the time this video is out. But I think it's so true that these books are probably so nostalgic for so many people that they wish that they can go back and read it for the first time. I definitely wish that I would get those same feelings if I read Fourth Wing again. Like I wish that if I read Fourth Wing again, I would get those same feelings that I got the first time around when I read it. And I wonder for all those people who read it before the movies came out, like how they feel about it, because they obviously know the books completely different. They have a different understanding of the books, and then when the movies come out, your understanding of the book or your understanding of just like the universe itself kind of shifts a little bit because they obviously have to adapt it to movie format. But anyway, people have called this series a modern classic because so many people loved the books, so many people hold this with them, like it is so nostalgic. So anyway, I thought that comment was interesting because if I was younger and I had read it, I definitely think that I would have those same feelings of like, I wish that I could read it the first time and have the same feelings. Does that make sense? Did I English right? I don't know. Anyway, we're on page 34 right now, and this is what's happening. So they let Katniss into District 12 by herself. So she's going through the streets, like, full of rubble and full of human bodies and ash and decay. Like, she is seeing what they did to District 12. Peeta's entire family dead, gone. They did not escape the fires that the Capitol put on these people. And Katniss, Prim, her mother, and Buttercup are alive. Nobody knows where the lamb went, or the goat, or whatever, where the goat went. But they're all alive. Peeta's at the Capitol. I don't think Peeta knows anything that was going on. Like, I don't even know if he knows that Katniss is alive. I don't even know if he knows if they were going to be saved. Like, that was the plan all along. I don't know if he knows that. But he seems to be doing well in the Capitol. He's very much still like, we need a ceasefire. Like, we can't be, like, harming all these innocent people, which, fair, agreed. Also, at the same time, let the people fight back because they're being oppressed, right? So that's currently where we're at right now, and Katniss is trying to figure out a way to get Peeta back and have this reconciliation and have this reunion with him. So she's actually in District 13, and in District 13 they get their schedule tattooed, lasered onto their arm. It's like a temporary tattoo for the day that tells them what they're doing in the day, which is so dystopian. Like, that's just so interesting. I honestly don't like that. Like, why do we need to control every half hour? Prim is being grown up, though. Prim is helping her find a solution for trying to get Peeta back, and shout out Prim. What I do like, though, is that because I'm reading it, like, literally almost 20 years since the first book came out, the internet is not spiraling, and the internet doesn't have any spoilers for me, which is amazing. Love that. So I can scroll freely on Instagram and TikTok and not have to be worried, whereas every other piece of pop culture that I'm consuming right now, or every piece of media that I'm consuming, whether it be The Boys, the show, or The Pit, or whatever, I'm getting spoiled and I have to be careful. So that's very nice that I can still go into these blind and not be worried that I'm going to be told the whole story by an Instagram post. I already have the 4th and the 5th book downloaded onto my Kindle, so we are ready to go. Do I have any predictions for this book? Honestly, no. I don't have any predictions. Katniss did say that she was going to be the people's Mockingjay, so maybe I predict that more uprisings happen and she becomes more of a symbol of an uprising. I don't know, because I said it in the last video, or 2 videos ago. I said it in the first video that there was no way that they go back into the games, right? Like, there's no way. And in the second book, they went back into the games. So is there possibly a chance that they go back into the games again? For sure. For sure. If they go back into the games, though, are they going to be 3 times the victor? Like, are they going to win 3 times? Like, what? Unless Peeta dies. Okay, now I'm sad. No, they need to be in love. Like, I've been saying this since the first book. If they do not end up at the end of this trilogy, not the prequels, just the trilogy. If they do not end up in love by the end of this book, I'm going to be very sad, because the subplot of this book is romance. I need love to prevail. And if it does not, I'm going to be very sad. Okay, I'm going to continue reading. It is midnight, but I'm not even tired yet. So we're going to read before we get tired. I'm currently working and listening to the audiobook of Mockingjay. I'm currently on chapter 9, so we're about 3.5 hours into the book. We're currently at the part where Katniss, Gale, and, like, the entire crew goes back to District 12 to record these, like, what are they even called? What are they called in the book? These, like, little propos, or, like, these scenes to show to all the districts to kind of get them on their side, to also be like, hey, Katniss is alive. So that's where we're at, and Gale is now by the lake. They're in District 12. I think you guys all know which part I'm talking about. We're right before the part of the book called The Assault. So let's see where this goes. I'm really interested, and I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone because I'm listening to this and I'm also completing work. So I really like this Pollux character. He's an Avox, so they, like, got rid of his tongue,
But I really like his character. Like, him and Katniss right now are having like a heart-to-heart, and they're talking about like her Mockingjay pin, and he's like singing a tune. I think that's really sweet, and I hope that nothing bad happens to this person, because Pollux seems like a fantastic character. Oh, she's singing her dad's song. Oh my gosh. That song comes from here. Oh well, look at my jeans behind me. Y'all literally see the clothes. Whatever. That's actually, wait, hold on. Was this, I wonder if this was recorded before the movies came out, or if it was recording, if it was, wow, Olivia, English is my first language too. If it was recorded after the movies, because like, how do you know the tune of the song if you, like, you know how, I'm getting frustrated with myself. This audiobook recording must have been done after the movies, because how else would she know how the song was? Right? Like, that's not crazy to say. Are you coming to the tree? Is that the same song? And if it is, and I never knew that it was from this, wow. Oh, I don't think it's the same song. Never mind. Never mind. That's on me. Oh, maybe it is. Hold on. No, I need to see. This is really bothering me. Is this the same song? It is! Guys! Oh my gosh. I thought this was just like a goofy ass. I've never looked into the origin of this song. Are you coming to the tree? No way. It is. Wait, I'm actually dumbfounded. Hold on. Guys, I'm so disappointed in myself. This whole time it was Jennifer Lawrence? Wow, guys, I said it in the first video. I might have said it in the second. I am Patrick and I live under a rock. I am like notorious for knowing things but not looking, or like hearing things but not looking into the origin of anything. So like people will be like, oh, this came from this, and I'm like, I had literally not a single clue. I had not clued in for some reason. I had no idea that came from the Hunger Games. Okay, let's continue. Wow. That's so embarrassing. Wow, this is a really long song. Wow. We're singing so much. Oh, that's so sad. What the flip? What? It's supposed to be like a metaphor for someone dying? I mean, that makes sense, but why? What? Oh. So the dead person is like, I want to be with my girlfriend. So they're calling her to the tree. Ooh, you guys already know all this. You know all this, and this is me discovering it for the first time. My question now is this foreshadowing anything? Is this leading up to something? Should I be afraid? Oh, wait. She's so real for this, though. Right. Huh? Why are we watching her? What? No, I don't like that. I don't like that they were recording such a valuable moment. Like, why do we have to record everything? This is giving surveillance. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. She's singing a song, and then they're, like, recording it. But why? Why do you have to record everything? I don't understand. Like, I understand, but I don't understand. Like, that's so not fair. Aw, so cute. Right? Okay, Gale and Katniss are not talking, because they're out here acting like they're just not talking about Peeta's, like, popos or whatever, however you say it. Which, like, fair, I suppose. But now they're mad at each other, and, like, this is kind of not good for the environment that they're, like, sitting in, and they're in the rubble of District 12. Like, they're literally walking across deceased people, the corpses, and they're still not talking to each other. Grow a pair and make up. What are we doing? I don't like this voice actor. I'm gonna move these. I feel like they're just in the frame, like. Bro. She's going to the bakery. No! Dang! There's no one left to hear you. Is this blinding? Is this distracting? I apologize. There's no one left to hear you. Your parents and your family haven't been heard since the bombings. Wow, way to stick it to them. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Wow. No, I think that if I was Peeta in that situation, I would destroy the Capitol myself, bare hands. I'd pull what's his name? Leo Major on the Capitol, because what? And you're calling for a seat, bro. Unless What if it's this crazy thing where, like, the capital already has his family and he knows they're safe and that's why he's calling for a ceasefire? What if his family was taken out? And that's a very privileged position to be in. Why the hell? What? Why are they talking about kissing?
Ooh, what?
Hold on a second. So this man just said maybe I'm the man in the hanging tree waiting for an answer. So what are we waiting for, Gail? What are we waiting for? This man is really like, he really wants to be with Katniss. And honestly, who wouldn't want to be with Katniss? She's a baddie. Enough said. I don't, but that kind of makes me sad. Like, let me, right. At first, I was like, Peeta? Who is Peeta? Who is this goofy man? Peeta grew on me so quick. I think Peeta, like, there was a comment on my first video that was like, I'm so glad that Peeta grew on you because Peeta is our man. And yes, Peeta is indeed our man. But I also like Gale, though. But I think that there's a certain bond between Peeta and Katniss that Gale and Katniss just can't mirror that. Like, even though Gale and Katniss have known each other since they were babies, like children, and they have hunted together, it could be a childhood friends to lovers thing, sure. But Peeta and Katniss survived the Hunger Games twice together. If this book does not end with Peeta and Katniss, I don't know. I'm gonna be really upset. That's it. I'm just gonna be really pissed off. No. See, Gale, no. See, Gale's never cried, and then she's like, oh my gosh, Gale's crying. What do I do? Kiss him. Did you forget that there's cameras everywhere? Did you forget that if this gets to the Capitol, and they see that, and then they see that Peeta and her actually aren't a love interest, that they will destroy everything? What? I swear, because they didn't bring up anything about cameras, but I swear, if they're, like, in the next second, like, oh yeah, and we got that on camera. I mean, they probably wouldn't even put it in the thing because it goes against everything that they're trying to show, but it's also just like, why would you do that knowing that there's a chance that you can be caught? Why would you put yourself in harm's way again, Katniss? Why? I think the Communicuff, like, that's such a funny name, Communicuff. I need my glasses. He can't see without his glasses. What? Break into the feed? No air in the Capitol. Ooh. Ugh. Boo. President Snow. Boo. Oh my gosh. Wait. Okay, hold on. Whoa. Wait. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Wait. So Beatty just was able to get into the national network or whatever and show all of the districts, all of the prequels that they're making. Like, they've showed Finnick, like, talking about Rue. They've showed all these different things, and I'm just like, and I'm just like, hey, like, this is fantastic, surprising. Peeta, I don't know what Peeta's up to, but I thought, and I could be wrong, I thought Beatty died in the second book. I mean, movie. So what's the third movie gonna be like? Anyway, they hacked in, they got in, they got to the mainframe, and they beat down that firewall, and we're in. That was Beatty. Why? Why are you speechless? No. Peeta is their little puppet now. Peeta is their puppet. No. They're losing Peeta. If Peeta becomes, like, a part of the dark side, a part of the Capitol, I'm gonna be so pissed off. I'm actually gonna be so mad. Because, Peeta, you know better than this. Huh? What? I think I need to do a lap. What? Okay, I feel like I need to take off my headphones so you guys can hear what I'm hearing because it's very much in here and then I have to relay it. But basically, they're hurting Peeta. They said dead by morning? What are we talking about? What are we doing? What? Oh my gosh. How does he live? Does he live? No. The Forbidden Lovers. What? Okay, what? Like, they straight up were just like, dead by morning, because Peeta's like, nobody's safe anywhere, and I guess they just didn't like that, and so they were like, now destroying him, and they're turning off the cameras, but Beatty shoved in a picture of Katniss, and now all hell is breaking loose. What? We're on part 2 now. I'm scared. I'm actually terrified. That part was so good though, because PETA now knows what they're doing, but he's also like, don't do what you're doing because no one is safe anywhere, and all you're doing is putting yourself in danger. And he's so real and he's so right, but like, what else is she supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like, what? She's just supposed to sit down and sit around and hope that the Capitol doesn't destroy other districts? All the other districts are basically destroyed. 12's gone. What are they feeding my boy that he's turning to the dark side? What are they feeding him? Why have they kept him alive for so long? And then the second that he's like, no one's safe anywhere, they're just like, all right, he's done. Hanging tree? I'm terrified. I'm so scared. Ah! Okay, we shall see where this goes. Wait, what? What? Oh, okay. Wait, I got that all wrong. He's not saying that he's gonna die by morning. He's saying District 13, those in District 13, dead by morning. What? So he told one of the Capitol secrets? What? Shut up, Mom! Right. I don't like this President coin. Okay, I just listened to basically like another hour of the audiobook, and I've been staring at this screen and my eyes are hurting. But Finnick was basically telling Katniss that she does love PETA, even though it may not be in the way that she thinks it to be. She does love him because she was like sobbing when Finnick was like performing CPR on him. So like, yes, we can gather this, but we been new, right? Katniss is now just figuring it out. Katniss is so worried about PETA and what they're going to do to PETA, but through Finnick and through talking to other people, she now knows that they need PETA to sort of get at Katniss, because her crying at his death and needing CPR to recover was a show of love that it probably convinced President Snow, and so now they know that they need to somehow use PETA to get back at her. And yeah, how I feel about this is very much like I'm very happy this is happening. Wrong. I'm very happy that this is going in the direction of they're gonna fall in love, but I'm so curious to see how this is going to turn out. So curious to see how they're going to be reunited. Like, that's what I want to see. And I want to see, like, the whole thing with Gale, because I know that she basically has to choose one of them, right? So, like, how and who does she choose? Because they're both, like, good people. Or does she choose herself? Prim actually almost died because she was trying to save Buttercup. If she dies, like, why would we get rid of Prim? So they're already bringing in the idea that Prim's life is fragile, and yeah, they're foreshadowing something. Okay, I'm gonna keep listening. This is actually so powerful. Like, wow. I think reading it, I have a different reaction than when I'm listening to it, because when I'm reading it, it's solely like me in my own head, but hearing someone else like tell me the story, I feel like it allows for more room for reactions. So like, I much prefer listening to the audiobook while doing work, because I don't know, it's just so much different hearing someone else speak and also hearing the different voices that they put on for the different characters. Katniss is like, yes, I do love PETA, in whichever way that she can understand it, whichever way she can conceptualize and rationalize. And then she's like, well, you know, I in fact gave them a weapon. We're at a part where there are 7 volunteers to save PETA. Haymitch is like, 7 of us are gonna go and get him. And she's like, who? Is it Gale? I paused it right before he says, is it Gale? Is Gale gonna be the one that, did he volunteer? And possibly it was risking getting his life taken from him? Let's see. Oh, it was Gale. Of course, Gale. Of course. I need to go back and listen to that again. What happens if Gale dies? Like, I do not want Gale to be dead. I do want her to choose PETA, but I don't want Gale to die. I don't want Gale to be dead. Oh no. Okay, so I've been on the computer the entire morning, and I've just had so much stimulation with like listening to the audiobook and doing office work that now I just need a minute. I just need a break. I was gonna edit the second video, but I decided that I'm just gonna read a bit more and like neutralize my brain, because it's kind of going through it and I'm getting a little bit of a headache. So I'm gonna read. I'm on page 168 now. This morning I started at 120, so we've gotten 50 pages further in the book, which is great. Let's keep reading. Katniss is being filmed and she's talking about how she first met PETA. She's basically explaining the bread story. I think it's like a cute story, so we'll see where it goes. What? Hold on. Wait a minute.
I need to move you guys here. Oh my gosh, wait. Finnick is talking about how President Snow, like, sold him to people that wanted him. What? So they made Finnick like a prostitute? They paid him in secrets. Like, he brought this up to Katniss before, how she was like, oh, what do they pay you with? And he was like, secrets. Right. So all the secrets, he says most of them are about President Snow. Oh, but he wasn't the one earning the money though. It was President Snow that was. They just used him, but so President Snow's a pimp? Incest? Oh my gosh. The lighting in my room has to be dim because I fear a migraine coming on, so we're dealing with this lighting. Finnick is basically saying that President Snow rose to power because he poisoned the previous president. Am I grasping this right? No. Oh my gosh. Wait. Oh my gosh, wait, I just put 2 and 2 together. Hold on. I was at this part where Haymitch pulled him aside and was like, is this what happened to you? And then he was like, no, but it happened to my mother and my younger brother. Where after Finnick was crowned victor, President Snow killed his mom and his brother. I was like, confused. Maybe I'm just not all up there in my head right now because I have a little bit of a headache, but when you go back up the page, it says he would drink the poisoned cup himself to deflect suspicion, but antidotes don't always work. They say that's why he wears the roses that reek of perfume. They say it's to cover the scent of blood from the mouth sores that will never heal. And in the second movie, he like spit out blood in a cup. Or was that the first? That was the second movie, yeah, I think. He spit out blood. They never mention that in the second book, though, but they make point of that in the second movie. Wow. Okay, so the cogs are turning, the gears are spinning. We get it. So he like poisons people, but he drinks the poison too, but he has the antidotes, so he doesn't die. That was a crazy detail to add into the second movie that I wouldn't have recognized until the third book. Wow. The more you know. I look like such a chud. Haymitch and whoever, Gale and them, got back with the people from the capital that they were trying to save. So we know that Joanna's back. And somebody's screaming Finnick. It's Annie. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh, Peeta's back, guys. Peeta's back. Peeta. See, she's like, he's safe here with me. In a minute, I could touch him, see his smile, and hear his laugh. You love that man. She thinks that Peeta's gonna be all up on her. Why? You're saying that, and now I feel like he's not gonna do that. So, is he trying to kill her? Is this also an act of love? What is this for? He would have killed her if they were alone. What? This is why it's called the assault? Because he, literally tried to kill her? What? This man put his hands on her. I don't want her with him anymore. She can be with Gale all she wants. That is the man that really matters. Peeta tried to kill her. He put his hands on her. There better be a good reason for this, Peeta. There better be a good reason for this. Like, what did they do to him that he's in such a poor psychological state? Hijacking? What is this? The use of tracker jacker venom and the jack suggested hijack. Oh, terror, hallucinations, nightmarish, visions of losing those you love. Because the venom targets the part of the brain that houses fear. Oh, okay. That's a valid reason. They destroyed his memories of her? They distorted them to the point where he sees her as life-threatening? What? And she wants it to be reversed because of course she would want Peeta to love her again. Oh my gosh. Guys! Wait. So, Snow executed Peeta's entire prep team and Portia on live television. What happens to Katniss's family? Like, do they make it out of this alive? Like, oh, I'm so anxious. See, Gale is so, like I like Gale, but he's so sweet to her. He's so nice to her. Another day, another page. So, Peeta is taking a liking to Deli. She's able to get through to him, like, no problem. And she stays defending Katniss's name. Right. I don't know how Peeta's gonna get over this whole hijacking thing. How he's gonna become sane again. How him and Katniss are going to love each other again. I don't know.
We're on page 242 out of 390 something. Let's continue reading and see where this goes. I need them to be in love again. I need them to be in love again. This is what doesn't make sense to me, okay? Is he's rightfully angry, yes, but where's the love? Like, where's the love? I don't know. She's just starting to realize that she's finally in love with him. Like, it's coming to fruition, you know? She's like, all the nights that we held each other in each other's arms because we had nightmares, like, that just doesn't matter anymore. And that is so heartbreaking. This hurts my soul so bad. And now he's asking, like, if Gale and Katniss are a couple. They're not, but, like, he's asking, like, like, it hurts. It hurts me reading this. It really hurts me. Gale brings up a good point where he's like, I hated you the same way that he's hating you now. Like, I hate the feeling of watching you kiss him on the screen. Is Peeta aware of all of this? And, like, he still very much loves her, but he's, like, jealous? Is this what it is? Is this jealousy? What does this mean for the district? What does this mean for the capital? What's our next move? Please. Chapter 18, guys. I want so badly for Peeta to be like, wait, oh my gosh, I actually love Katniss so much, and then come to his senses. I want Katniss to be like, I love this man to pieces, and choose Peeta. Like, Peeta is not a violent person. Peeta is sweet and gentle and kind. So seeing him being described this way and, like, reading him acting this way makes me so pissed off. This is not the Peeta that we know and love. This is the Peeta that is a mutation, or whatever they call it. Like, please change. They're going back into the arena for a third time. So I didn't clock it, but it's actually, like, the 76th annual Hunger Games is just them rushing the Capitol. It's not like the actual games. Duh, Olivia. But they're going to the Capitol now, and they're like, oh, you're our star squad. Like, you're gonna be the ones that are on screen. Girl, Katniss is not gonna be on that screen. She's gonna be going for President Snow. She wants to assassinate that man. Anyway, there's fireworks going on outside because it's long weekend here in May, like Victoria Day or whatever. So I have that going on. That sounds like bombs, and then I'm reading about bombs. So it's interesting. It's backwards, but you see this? We're on part 3, the assassin. Now. Peeta just joined the squad number 451. Peeta better pull through. This is the last part of the book. Peeta better pull through. Peeta better be in love with Katniss. They better kill President Snow. They better bring peace and love and happiness to all the districts. The rebels must free all of the districts and bring peace. Peeta better not mess this up. If he somehow messes this up, she better choose Gale. What's so horrible to think about is, like, she's kind of dissing Peeta and how Peeta is acting and not dissing the Capitol. But if roles were reversed and it was Katniss that was hijacked by the Capitol, Peeta would literally do everything in his power to get her back. Like, he would blame the Capitol, never blame Katniss. He would go out of his way to try and make her remember how they used to be. And so it's just so sad knowing that she's just like, Peeta's not the same. It's like, it's not his fault. Like, it's really just not his fault. Oh, look, Haymitch literally said exactly that right here, right after I said it. Right. Because Haymitch and I, we on the same wavelength. We're thinking the same thing. How are we gonna hate on Peeta when it's straight up the Capitol? The people that you are fighting. Hate the people that you hate. Don't hate Peeta. Peeta's in there somewhere. But he needs to get his shit together. She told him his favorite color. Oh, I'm actually so sad. Boggs just got his legs blown off and he's saying to kill Peeta. What's happening? Guys, why is Peeta a super soldier? Since when did he become so extremely powerful? What? Why were there landmines? I thought that they were just acting. We just lost 3 soldiers in the Star Squad. Jackson, League 1, and what was his name? Masala? Why is Peeta all of a sudden level-headed? We're on page 311. I am stressed. I'm actually stressed. The Mutts are out to get them? I don't even know what to think. We're just going through this whole scene and I can't stop reading it. No, I actually don't want to read the rest of the book. No, I actually don't want to read the rest of the book. I might just cry. Oh my gosh, I actually might just cry. Finnick is dead. Finnick was actually top 3 for me, to be honest. Wow. Finnick is dead. And what do we tell Annie? What do we tell Annie? I honestly expected Finnick to be alive until the end. So she kisses Peeta, and now he's like, I'll always be here. What? Y'all, that's all it took was a Sleeping Beauty kiss? Oh my days. Where was this weeks ago? Oh my god, but Finnick is dead. And he just got married. I don't want to see that in the movie. I really don't want to see that in the movie. If Gale dies, if anybody else dies, if Gale, Peeta, Prim, the mom, Pollux, if anyone else dies, oh, I will genuinely shed tears. I will genuinely shed tears. Hey, I'm on page 346 where there's a massacre happening. There's a massacre going on. They just took Gale. Gale said, shoot me. She, in fact, did not shoot him. So he's alive until further notice, right? Why did Snow just kill a group of children? I'm almost on chapter, I have like a page and a half left of hello, until chapter 25, guys. If Gale dies, like, I'm so stressed. It's 11:42. I think that I can finish this book tonight. Guys, I'm so stressed. I've reached a point where I have to cover what I'm reading next so I don't spoil myself. She's in this garden right now, and this man is talking. I haven't read far enough into the page for me to know which man this is, but there's a man talking to her. Gale is alive. Peeta is alive. Guys, we're so close. I'm stressed. I'm so stressed. And Prim's dead. I feel like I'm in disbelief. I was not expecting Finnick. Not expecting Prim. She killed President Coin instead? Yeah. We didn't like her from the beginning, to be honest. We don't even like President Snow, but oh my gosh. Peeta's saving her right now. Peeta is back. Oh my goodness. Yo. Hold on. We're on page 382, so I have 8 pages left. This is actually so heartbreaking. So, Gale is alive. Gale's in District 2. Her mom is in District 4. Doesn't want to go back to District 12. Fair. Gale's in District 2. I guess he just doesn't want to go back to District 12. Fair. And he got some fancy job or whatever. Woohoo. So, everyone's just separated. Mage died too? What? The end of this book is just pain and suffering. Buttercup is alive. Buttercup is still alive. Buttercup is waiting for Prim. Now they've involved an animal, and now I'm sad. That breaks my heart. Like, I have 3 pets, right? I have a dog and 2 cats, and I can't imagine, like, them just wondering where, you know, my family members and I have been, and, like, if we'll ever come back. Like, oh, just no, not the pets, man. They're just little babies that don't know any better. I'm on the last page. Are you serious? The last 2 lines of the book is, so after, when he whispers, you love me, real or not, I tell him real. That's what the last 2 lines are. How do I know if they end up together? There's an epilogue. There is an epilogue. There is an epilogue. The epilogue says that they have children. They have babies. Oh my gosh, they have kids. Cute. So the epilogue confirms that Peeta and Katniss do in fact get together. Oh, I need to debrief. We have finished the 3rd book in the series. Wow. I think that this is my favorite book out of the 3, out of the trilogy, excluding the prequels. I think that this is genuinely my favorite of the 3. This was amazing. I really liked this book. I think that, I don't know, I just really liked all of this. to be honest. There were a few parts where I was like, okay, it's kind of slow, but I was a bit used to that after Catching Fire, because Catching Fire was kind of slow. But then it picked up like so much in the last 100 pages. Like I started 3 hours ago and I was on page like 220. I read 170 pages because it got so good at the end. I am so sad Finnick is dead. Gale is alive. Prim is dead. What are we doing? Why? I don't even know how I'm going to be able to see that in the movie. Like that will genuinely hurt my heart watching that, because reading it, like, it didn't even process, because that whole part of her being burned and like her getting her wings or whatever, I feel like I was reading a poem and I just wasn't understanding the metaphors. Like that's what I would like. I didn't really understand it. So then when she had later on said, and Prim's dead, I was like, oh, that's what happened. It didn't even clock to me in the moment. Like, I was thinking about it in slow motion, and then, yeah, I don't know, like, it didn't clock, because I was like, what am I reading? This doesn't make any sense in my head. But the end with Buttercup, that made me so sad, because animals are just vulnerable, innocent beings, and whenever you include an animal into any sort of grief, it tears away at me in ways that I don't know, same way with babies, young, innocent beings, vulnerable, like, it just hurts my heart to a different degree than just like an adult human. I don't know. This was a fantastic book. I'm gonna see what other people rate it, but this I think was my favorite out of the three, to be honest. I already have A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes and Sunrise Reaping, I don't know the name of the other book. I already have them on my Kindle. They are waiting for me to pick them up and read. So that will be a tomorrow or within the next few days thing. I'm still in the middle of editing the second video too. I've been so caught up on trying to finish this book, and I'm finally done the book. Wow. I need to see other people's reviews of this book. I'm so curious. Tomorrow we're going to watch the movie, and then that's going to be the end of the video until the next video where I read the prequels. But I think Songbirds of Ballads and Snakes, the Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes, that's what I meant to say, is a really, really, really long book, and I haven't heard the best reviews of the prequels. That is the end of the trilogy. Like, we have completed the trilogy, and that was my goal all along, was to complete this trilogy. We've come such a long way in not even a month. Wow, I've read 3 books in not even a month. I'm so happy that I remained disciplined, and I put all of my other books aside so that I could finish this trilogy. I was dead set on finishing this trilogy. I have still 4 other books to finish reading, but I made a point to finish these books, and I'm so happy that I did, because now I'm in the know. Now I'm in the loop. Now I could watch the movies and I could say I've also read the books. Also, I'm gonna read obviously the 4th and 5th book, like the prequels, and the 5th movie is coming out in November, so that is perfect timing. I think I mentioned this in the last video. That is perfect timing. And I'm all caught up. I'm literally astounded. I feel like I should do more of these videos of me like reading random series, because they keep me in check. The next series that I really want to read is the Divergent series, because I have also had that sitting on my bookshelf for many years and I have just not read it. I have all 4 books in the series. I think that's my next series, because they also have movies, but that one I know nothing about. That will be another video series. That'll be sometime soon. But wow, I feel like a changed woman. Like, I really feel like I would have loved these as a kid. I would have absolutely loved these. I would have been there for every movie premiere. Well, I was like 7 when the first movie came out, but I would be there for every movie thereafter, because I, in my adult years, really like these books. I feel like I so would have liked them when I was a child. One thing that did feel kind of icky in these books, though, was how Katniss kept going back and forth between Gale and Peeta, and how she would kiss one and then kiss the other and kiss one and then kiss the other. I was like, that feels so unnecessary, like, kind of pick and choose. It was just a little icky to me, but YA, I don't know. It was to keep the drama, I suppose. But yeah, wow. Anyway, tomorrow we're gonna watch the movie. I'm gonna go to bed now, and that'll be the end
of the trilogy.
You guys saw me crashing out last night over the book. Well, it is time for the movie. You know the drill. We're watching Mockingjay Part 1. I knew it was split up into 2, but that means that it's gonna be 4 hours of watching the movies. Before I do begin, I want to say I have heard a few things about these 2 movies, that they're dark. Some people say that they're boring. Some people will say that they don't like them. However, I really liked the 3rd book, so I think I'm gonna like the 3rd movie. Third and 4th movies. I'm actually so excited, guys. I can't believe I did this. In less than a month, too. Whoa! I will let y'all know what I think, but I really, really, really liked this book, so. I really don't want to have to watch Finnick die. I really don't want to see that. That was so painful to read, like, genuinely almost sobbed. And then watching Prim die will suck. Watching Buttercup, that will suck. I think these movies are going to make me feel like ass. Prim is here. Prim. Gale. Gale is so beautiful. Wow. District 12 looks like it's been blown up.
Peter, there are many who find this suspicious, to say the least. It seems as though...
Oh, PETA, you were so good and so kind in the beginning. And then towards the end of the book, you try strangling our girl. What? I'm stressed. I think this book of the 3 has made me the most stressed.
Are you calling for a ceasefire? Yeah.
Well, PETA, you can't just say that to a bunch of people who are being oppressed. That's not really how that works. Gosh, we see Effie 30 minutes into the movie. We didn't get to see Effie until the very, very end.
Please urge them to stop this war before it's too late. And ask yourself, can you trust the people you're working with?
PETA, shut up! Shut up.
Never say what he just said. Not if they torture me, not with a gun to my head.
That is the same PETA that defended you at the whipping post.
No, it's not. Now he's only defending himself.
Gale, stop. We do not need all that. No! Katniss just kissed Gale. Oh, he's such a good actor, man. Like, I'm right there with him.
Get your attention.
That's the only way I can get your attention, he says. Oh, heartbreaking. How could you do that? That's okay. We'll get PETA back, though. PETA go. PETA go.
Coming to the tree, they strung up a man. They say who murdered 3.
On the hydroelectric dam.
PETA looks like shit. He actually looks so bad. Joanna looks insane. Oh. Oh, cute. What a great reunion. We're almost on the first movie. We have like 20 minutes left. Yes. This is the part where okay, y'all need to watch this with me. Y'all need to see this with me.
PETA.
Yeah, go to your boo. Go to your boo. And then what happens? Wow, he looks scary. Wow, you look insane. And then he's gonna get up, and then he's gonna wow! Look what they did to my boy! Oh my god, I'm actually kind of scared. Ah! Is that breaking the terms of service? If we watch that all together? I don't know. First of all, he looks insane! Sunken eyes and everything. Makeup artist. Okay, so the first movie's actually done. I was like, oh, I have 20 minutes left, and turns out it actually ended like 4 minutes later. Right. So now we're on to Mockingjay Part 2. It is currently, whoa, phone is falling. It is 8:38. Now, I started watching this movie at 3:12. I don't remember. It was a time of the day. So it's been a long time. I've had to stop and pause the movie a bunch of times. But this movie ended off with her staring at PETA and President Coin being like, tomorrow we will free Panem. Okay, cool. The second movie is going to be the actual craziness. Okay, another 2 hours! Yay! I really don't like these like random kisses that Katniss gives Gale. Like, it's so, she's just leading him on the entire trilogy. She's just like, no! PETA, Gale, PETA, Gale, PETA. Like, make up your mind and stop leading my man on. Like, come on! Poor Gale. Literally poor Gale. I'm so sad for him.
He turns the best of us against each other. stop killing for him.
I just can't take her seriously. Like, I expected so much different from her. I don't know. Like, the way it's portrayed in the book is just so much like, oh my god, like, she's standing up like it's so powerful. And then here I'm like, who is this person? Like, so, in the books, when they were trying to get Peeta to learn what was real and what wasn't in terms of his memories, they put a woman named Deli into his cell to be kind to him and basically tell him what was real and what wasn't real. But in the movies, like, they did that in the book, but in the movies it was Prim, which I think was like a nice touch, because in the book Deli was like this connection between the district and Katniss and Peeta, because she was like this childhood friend of his. But there was this disconnect between Deli and Katniss because they weren't really friends. But with Prim, she's a direct connection between Katniss, the district, and Peeta, because we feel we're more involved with Prim. Like, we're not adding in these random characters. Now Katniss is going into the cell to talk to Peeta for the first time, and we're only 20 minutes into the second movie, so we're going fast. They've already done the nut train like invasion thing in District 2, and that's where she got shot. I do not want to have to see this man's legs get blown off. No.
They're meant to kill you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 76th Hunger Games.
See, this was it was a much better delivery than what it was in the book. Like, in the book, she's like, and may the odds be ever in your favor. Like, the way she was saying it, like, they were laughing, and they were, like, it confused me. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. So Boggs just got blown up. Ooh. And now the thick sludge. Ooh. The lizard mutt thingy-majiggy people thingies. They're so ugly. They're so ugly and disgusting looking. So we just watched Jackson die and Castor die. And Finnick, nowhere to be found. Like, look how ugly they are! Oh my gosh! Oh! Wait, that was kind of funny. No! Finnick had a worse death in the movies. Oh my! Before it was like, he did it to save her and to honor her, and he stayed back. Nope. Here, he tried to escape. Oh!
Look at me.
This is not like you, Peeta. This is not like you. This is not like you.
Stay with me.
Guys, this was giving. No, I know you're not like this. No, this is not you. Right. Okay. Rest in peace, Prim. She's going up to execute Snow, but we know what she's really about to do. You know who to shoot. Aim up. Exactly. Effie and Haymitch? What? I mean, you know what? That kind of makes sense, though. I'm not gonna lie. Aww. So cute. Aw, so cute.
Get out.
No.
Get out.
No.
Prim is gone. Prim is gone.
Oh my gosh.
She's not coming back. Get out. Get out.
Relax. Buttercup is just as sad as you. Like, relax. Don't be throwing things at the cat. Annie had a baby? They didn't say this in the book. Annie had a mini Finnick. Cute. Show the epilogue with Peeta and Katniss. They better, because I will be so mad if they do not. Guys, look. Look. It says, "You love me." Guys. Oh my gosh. Guys. The love theory. Oh my gosh. Do they show the epilogue? This is the question. Please don't go to credits. 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 Yes! 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 Oh my goodness! Look how freaking cute. Oh my gosh, that's the cutest thing I think I've seen all day. Oh my god, they have 2 babies. Oh my god. I think this is the cutest shot ever. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. I think I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh. This is the end of the video. What a great ending, honestly. What a fantastic ending. Wow. Love always wins. Love always wins. Well, it is now midnight, so I'm going to go to sleep, but I am so happy with how the movies ended off. Like, I think that the 3rd book was my favorite book. I think the last 2 movies were my favorite. I don't know. I think they stuck pretty close to the books, kind of. There were many differences, but I think that they got everything across that they needed to get across without adding too many, like, crazy differences. And I also really, really liked the ending with Peeta and Katniss, of course. I would rate this movie an 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10. I really liked it. And I wasn't bored. I don't know why people were like, these movies are kind of boring. I didn't see it, to be honest. I don't really see it. There were a couple of times where, like, the awkward pauses went on for too long, so I would have to skip a little bit. But I don't know. I personally really liked it. And now I can say that I've read and watched all of the Hunger Games, books and movies. So, well, except the prequels, but we'll get there. But yeah, I really liked these last 2 movies. I love when a book has a subplot of romance. Maybe that's just the girl in me, I don't know, but I love a good subplot of romance. It just makes me feel like love is so important in every aspect of our lives, and I don't know, I just love love. I think love is so cute. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to be reading the Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes and Sunrise of the Reaping pretty soon. Yeah. Oh, so cute. Love. And then you see up there, you see that? That is the Divergent series. That is the next series that I'm going to be reading because I have that series, and then I might want to pick up another series. Y'all should let me know what book series I should pick up and read because there are so many. And I feel like I need to get fantastical with it because I have a lot of free time on my hands now because I'm not in school. So comment down below which series you want me to read and I will do my best to get my hands on them and read them. Okay guys, once again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and I will see you in the next video.